My name is Erna B. I am from New Jersey. I am a first generation born in this country. I am of Liberian and Lebanese descent. Really, I got into painting when I was younger. I really had a passion for painting since I was a little girl. But I also have a passion for helping others. I still work in the public health field now in HIV and AIDS research, but I find a way to link my passion with also helping others. I have done different art therapy events that I've done for either people that I work with, also internationally in Liberia to help young kids. I was in the children's ward a lot, so a lot of the kids there, I brought like different art supplies to help them just to cope and just get their mind off of different things. Juneteenth in 1865 was when the enslaved in Texas were notified that they are now free. To me, Juneteenth is the ultimate Independence Day for this country because everyone is emancipated, everyone is free. I think of Juneteenth as being our independence of a nation because you can't have true independence if you still have those that are enslaved. I'm just so excited with how this country, where it's turning with Juneteenth and more people recognizing this as a holiday. I'm noticing a lot of states and companies are celebrating Juneteenth, are making recognition for their employers. Cities where I live in Atlanta, we have a lot of celebrations. There's actually going to be a Juneteenth festival. They usually have one every year. And I just think that it's amazing that most people now are finally learning about Juneteenth, which is something that's not talked about a lot. The way that I started this commission was actually after being selected to present at a Reach radio show with Slalom. I was on as an artist. They were showcasing small business owners, minority groups in the month of February. So during Black History Month, they needed an artist, and I was chosen to be on the show, which was awesome. And then I got an email that Saturday, the following Saturday, from the president of the company. He reached out to me, told me how much he enjoyed my presentation and my artwork. I immediately thought of, like, the gear started changing in my mind, and I thought about what I wanted to represent as Juneteenth. When you look at this painting, you see I've spelt out Juneteenth from J to H. Each letter has someone or something that represents Juneteenth to me. So we have our first letter J, which has entertainment, Billie Holiday. Then next we have Dr. Daniel Hill Williams. And then we have Mr. and Mrs. Juneteenth are the two ends with the crowns. So there is a pageant, a Mr. and Miss Juneteenth pageant. We also have the T, which represents an African fabric from those that were behind. Those that came from Africa, we're going to represent them because they're still, that African ancestry is still instilled with us today. And then you see Dr. Martin Luther King in there with activists. You have Stacey Abrams. You also have Keisha Lance Bottoms with Black women in politics, which I'm sure most of those that our ancestors that were enslaved had no idea. These are the great things that we would be able to do within this country. So when looking at the entire painting, you see the bottom, you see 1865, you see the shackles around the cotton. That's the time of the past. The shackles are broken, turned into birds, and flying to be free. We're finally free. And within Juneteenth, those are our ancestors' wildest dreams, from J to H. And then you see the E, which is also representative of an artist. Myself being an artist, I have a Basquiat style for E. He was a great artist that many people love and revere, and I'm just so excited to include some of his style within the painting. And T, you have President Obama. You have coming from slaves to holding the top office within the land. So to me, that's full circle with Juneteenth and what it means, endless. Your opportunities are endless. And if you look at the painting, you see that there aren't many details within the faces of Dr. Daniel Hill Williams with Dr. Martin Luther King, with Stacey Abrams, with President Obama, because that could be anyone. That could be you as a little boy. That could be your young child, your young cousin, a grandchild. Those don't have faces because they can easily, they're showing to represent that the next generation can come and sit in that same spot or even do greater things. So I wanted to leave that open so that when you come and you think about what can we do as little girls and boys, and your opportunities are endless. So anyone can fill those roles. And I think it would be great for this country to have more in them. You look at H. H is my abstract of feeling of what I feel when I think of Juneteenth. I have Jubilee, excitement. You may see some people dancing. It's all up to your interpretation, but it's fun, it's colorful, because that is just the joyful, happy feeling that I think of when I think on that day and what it's meant to us now as a Black woman living in America. That first letter J with Billie Holiday, the notes that are in that letter are the beginning notes to her song Strange Fruit. So I put that in there because yes, we've moved from becoming enslaved Africans in this country to now being able to hold all of these different roles, but there's still some injustices within the world that can still be fixed. So I did put that there as a reminder that yes, with Juneteenth, it's a great celebration and we've come very far, but there's still a lot of work that can still be done. While making this painting, Juneteenth, the bottom portion really touched home. In 1865, they were now freed. Me being of Liberian descent, if you are familiar with the history of Liberia, that is where the freed slaves went to settle. So they went back to Africa. They went to Liberia on the West Coast to settle in Liberia, and it's just full circle for me. Juneteenth, freed, back home. My family's from Liberia, so this painting is really special. I really enjoyed painting this piece though, for real. There was a lot, very emotional painting this piece, just thinking about Juneteenth, thinking about the year that we just had, 2020 and everything. So being able, and I was just really excited to make this piece, that people are learning about Juneteenth, that people are looking to celebrate Juneteenth. And my hope is that with some of the names or the people that I've put in the painting, if you don't know, you can go look them up, and that'll start a rabbit hole. You want to discover more about those that have not been talked about, other than the main figureheads that are mainly spoken about in February. But that's I just want people to even if they don't know about Juneteenth, they see Juneteenth, they want to look it up and find out what's it about, what happened to Juneteenth. More people will start celebrating, and more cities like Atlanta will start having festivals for Juneteenth. I think that's in the near future, and I really do hope that happens, because it's a celebration of everyone being able to come as one and be free together. When you see this painting, I hope that you follow the journey through each letter from the past to the future. I hope that from this painting, even though those shackles are broken from the past, from enslavement, that whatever are holding you back now, that you break free from that, and you too become that bird, and you go fly high, and you go after your wildest dreams.